And we love Fridays around here, Jackie, because we know a couple of things. And one of them are we're going to head over to the Wood Harbor Kitchen and visit with our good friend Winnie.
Yeah, she always has the best food recommendations, and she's going to one of my favorite spots over in the Roosevelt stores and shops, and that's the cheese shop. Yay! Here you go.
Welcome to Great Food. Today's guest is C.J. Beanert from the Cheese Shop of Des Moines. Welcome, C.J.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Now, a lot of people are already familiar with fondue, but you're going to show us a different kind of melty cheese goodness.
Yeah, and this is perfect like fondue for sharing, so great for couples and parties and entertaining. Very interactive. It's called raclette.
Raclette.
So it's actually the name of the cheese and the adjective, the act of scraping the cheese, the melty, gooey, delicious cheese on all sorts of delicious.
Ooh, that is good. So, but before we get to that, I want to show a couple pictures of your shop.
Oh, awesome.
Happens to be in my neighborhood, and I love it. It's a great shop. So you're at the Shops of Roosevelt, and you walk into the shop.
Cheese.
Yep, artisan cheese. How many cheeses do you have?
You know, it's really about quality of cheese, so we try to really rotate through the cheeses we have.
Right.
So we don't have the largest selection, but we have the best cheese in the world, is what I like to say.
That's right. I mean, and you know what people don't realize, and I've come. Oh, there's a picture of you. Isn't that cute?
There I am, yeah.
I love the way you'll stand there and offer people. You know, if you don't know what you want,
yeah, you lead with the taste. It's all about taste. I mean, artisan and handcrafted. You know, happy husbandry, happy goats and cows is one thing, but it has to be delicious.
Right.
So what we specialize in is delicious.
That's exactly right. So I always appreciate that so much. All right, so tell us about raclette, because you're a cheese shop. You can go in and buy cheeses and take them home, but you're also a little restaurant cafe, which is
cheese
cozy
cafe.
little.
My dream is to have cheese for breakfast and like an omelet or a quiche. Cheese for lunch in the form of maybe a flatbread or a pizza or something like that, and then a massive cheese meal, something like fondue or even this raclette would be perfect for a cheese dinner. This is not a light appetizer.
No.
Okay. We serve this kind of stuff in our shop all the time. We do fondue in our shop as well. When we raclette at the shop, we actually use the larger raclette machine. You can see a half wheel of our raclette. Goes right underneath the heat, melts down, and then we scrape it on top of all these goodies. The home unit we sell as well, works really great, and it's really interactive for folks. You actually slice the cheese here, and then you just plug it right in here. It acts as a broiler, and you can cook all your onions and peppers and sausage on top, which is quite awesome.
And it's really not a lot of cooking, you know? I mean, you've sort of pre-boiled the potatoes, I take it?
Yeah, they're confit in bacon fat, actually.
Oh, yours are, but if you were doing this at home, it's very easy.
Yeah, save all your bacon fat, brine your potatoes, and you'll have them there just waiting for you.
That is exactly it. The first time I ever had raclette, I was traveling in France and going to visit a family that I knew in France, and our wires got crossed, and I got there a day early, and they weren't prepared for me, and so they didn't have the big meal that so they served raclette, because the lady, the host of the family said, it's not anything I had to cook, I could just put it together. So it's kind of like great for last minute if you have this stuff around.
Oh, it's so easy to entertain this way. You actually get your guests to do a lot of the cooking for you.
Oh, yeah, I know, exactly. And then you just stand there and you just kind of keep scraping.
You can see as it's completely melted here, the cheese.
Oh, man.
And it's as easy as just dumping it right over that.
Oh my goodness.
And the only thing I recommend is a little garnish, and then some sour gherkins or cornichons, which kind of help cut through the richness of everything.
That's absolutely true. Okay, you know what? I need a fork. I'm going to take a bite of this. Now, you tell me more about some of the things you have at the cheese shop. You have great wine, too. I love your wines.
Yeah, the unique thing that we do is we knew a cheese shop itself, there's a lot of great things to pair with cheese. So we carry all those as well. Charcuterie, these sausages are from a local farm in Story City Locker. But in La Quercia, we carry all their cured meats as well. And other U.S. artisans. Really focus on the U.S. artisans. The raclette we have is not from France or Switzerland. It's from Vermont.
Really?
From Springbrook Farms.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and it's a raw milk, beautiful raclette. We think, the quality is even better when it's made here stateside because it's just so much fresher.
Right, exactly. It doesn't have to travel so far.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's great. So,
how is it?
Oh my goodness, this is so good. I mean, really, and you do serve this, so we could come in and order this.
Yeah, we always have grilled cheese, macaroni and cheese, things like fondue, raclette, and flatbreads on our menu 24/7 while we're open. So if you're hankering for cheese, and especially this time of year, melted cheese, we're the place.
I love the caramelized onions are super sweet, which is so nice, and then you've got that melty cheese.
My
goodness.
favorite grilled cheese sandwich is very similar, just deeply caramelized onions in cheese. Very simple. But yeah, onions and cheese have an affliction for each other for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great. So what's your favorite cheese? I mean, that's a hard question. Isn't it?
I think we share the taste in this one. It's the Comté, French Comté, and Alpine cheese. So this is an Alpine tradition as well. These would be the younger, higher moisture cheeses meant for melting. Comté and Gruyere are your more aged cheeses meant for storage in those long winter months. And they're delicious for fondues or grilled cheese sandwiches or just snacking on their own with wine. But
I love that. And you know, what a lot of people don't understand is there's a real art to aging cheeses, that the French call it the affinage. And you always serve your cheeses at that peak condition of ripeness when they're ready to eat.
That goes back to what I was saying. We don't have every cheese in the world. To have every cheese, we have the very best. And a lot of what we do is a selection, working with affineurs, working with Marcel Petit in France, Niels Dairy in England, the cellars at Jasper Hill in Vermont, or Andy Hatch at Uplands Dairy in Wisconsin. We're working directly with them, getting a taste profile that's same year to year with these cheeses, and is delicious.
And you travel a lot, don't you, to sort of like check out cheeses all over?
I'm going to Bavaria here shortly to find hopefully a unique cheese just for the shop that'll be completely unique for the nation.
Goodness.
Yeah.
So what kind of cheese would that be? Kind of an Alpine cheese too?
Yeah, Bavarian cheeses there in southern Germany are all mountain cheeses for the most most part.
Oh my goodness.
Bergkäse or German mountain cheese, and they're really exciting because what we're always looking for is those undiscovered areas, and that really the United States is that undiscovered area right now for the world.
Absolutely, for cheeses.
Yeah, it's exciting.
By all means, great. So listen, thank you so much for coming in and showing us these amazing. The raclette is just so cool. I haven't seen it since I was in France, so I'm glad you can get it somewhere in
and
town.
we sell the machines as well.
Oh, yeah.
So this is great to do at home. It's a little bit of an investment. It's like $110, but
considering the time it will save you when you're actually cooking for people, I think it's a great idea. Yeah. So anyway, Cheese Shop of Des Moines at the Shops of Roosevelt, people. They have great cheese, plus a raclette maker, and it's a lovely cafe as well.